Alright, what I'd like to do next is add glass to this piece of my countertop right here. So I've zoomed in on the area using my magnifying glass, and when you do that, you see the magnifying glass makes it bigger, and if you want to zoom out, you can just hold down the Alt or Option key and click, and it changes it from a plus sign to a minus sign, so you can zoom out in and out very easily. Additionally, I've decided that on my countertop, I don't like the color overlay, so I can just turn it off right here. You don't have to redo the whole thing. You can just turn the color overlay on or off if you like. So I've added some fabric to my bar stools. However, it's kind of in the way right now, so I don't want to see that layer. I'm just going to get rid of it. And next, what I would like to do is select this area and make it glass. So I'm going to go back to background and use my magic wand, but now it's going around my bar stool, so I'm going to add to the selection. In Photoshop, if you hold down your Shift key, you can add to selections. Also, if you hold down the Alt or Option key, you can subtract. So now I need to make a new layer, and we'll call it glass. Alright, so I want to fill with a nice blue color. So I use my color picker, and I'm going to use this color. Let's go to fill. There we go. It's very bright right now, but I'm going to change the opacity of it in a moment, so it's okay for it to be this color right now. What I'd like to do next, though, is add some highlights before I change the opacity. So I can just click on the black and white here, and then on these two arrows to switch the order so that foreground becomes background and vice versa. And now I need my brush tool, which is hidden underneath the pencil tool. There it is. Oh, that's way too big. Let's change the size. Oh, that looks pretty good, right around there. So what I want to do is add 3 stripes of varying widths with the Airbrush tool so that this will look like highlights. So let's do one like that. And now let's change this to maybe a little bit bigger. Let's change the opacity. So we want these to look different from each other. And if you don't like something, you can of course always use Control-Z. Say, make it a little closer together. I'm going to add one more. Maybe I'll change the opacity again to even lighter, right around there. So at about a 45-degree angle. There we go. And now what I'm going to do, well, one thing I want to do is put the glass above those bar stools that I added earlier. So I'm moving this up because I want to make sure that the bar stools, they're there, show through. So first of all, change the opacity of this. Well, maybe I'll turn the bar stools back on so I can see them. Let's change the opacity down about like that. And now we have glass. Maybe we'll change this to 50. I think seems to be a good number. And you can see the bar stools, but you can tell that it's obscured a little bit by the glass.